There are things known and things unknown, and in between are the doors. Jim Morrison. A secret is a special door to a new world. A secret gives you new eyes. Nothing transforms you as much as learning a big secret. It could make you an entirely new person. It might change your life forever. You become a new person in a new world. You are visiting an unknown land, and unknown parts of you can now come to light. Secrets are addictive. Once you have had your eyes opened wide by learning a top secret, you are never the same again. You want more, so much more. You want all secrets revealed to you. Where can you go to find out every secret? Who has all the secrets? And just as secrets revealed electrify you, nothing frustrates like secrets withheld from you. What about those who know the secrets you don't know? What would you be like in their shoes? Do you hold secrets or do they hold you? Do you find out secrets or do they find you out? Secrets don't want to be secrets. They want to be discovered. The biggest secrets are the secrets of the biggest things. What were the biggest things in the ancient world? Stone circles, pyramids, temples, mausoleums. All of these were connected, part of a global plan devised by a secret group to achieve the ultimate goal, hacking the mind of God. What was the Ark of the Covenant? A way to make direct contact with God. What was the Holy Grail? A way of seeing the mind of God. What was Atlantis all about? An ancient attempt to penetrate the mind of God, which failed catastrophically. A secret society has operated all through history to discover everything God knows. Only when you know what God knows do you know everything. God is the biggest thing of all. He is infinite. And if you hack his knowledge, if you absorb all of the knowledge of the tree of knowledge, which is a metaphor for God's knowledge, you become infinitely knowledgeable too. You in fact become God, which is exactly why that tree was forbidden. What was this venerable secret society associated with all the world's greatest, most resonant religious sites? Were members of this secret society present at Stonehenge, the pyramids, the Acropolis, Abu Simbel, the Hanging Gardens of Babylon, the Tower of Babel, Solomon's Temple, Camelot, Petra, Machu Picchu, the Colosseum, the Taj Mahal, the Grand Citadel of Atlantis, the perpetual summer house of Hyperborea, Mace Howe, the Ring of Brodgar, the Castle-Rig Stone Circle, the Colossus of Rhodes, the Lighthouse of Alexandria, the Mausoleum at Halicarnassus, the Temple of Artemis, the statue of Zeus at Olympia, Montsegur, the Pantheon, Hadrian's Wall with its Temple of Mithras. Were these religious sites actually extraordinary portals? Were they spiritual gateways? Were they God gates? What were the members of the secret society up to? Did they have access to a cosmic secret that would change everything? What would such a secret be? How about this? That reality isn't what it seems to be. We are all subjected to a systemic illusion that protects the big secret from us. Religion and spirituality say that the world cannot be scientific. There's no place for religion and spirituality in science. Why would a secret society target only religious and spiritual sites if the members of that secret society believed in scientific materialism? They wouldn't. If the world isn't scientific, despite appearances, then what is it? There's an ancient idea that there is only one way to create matter, via dreaming. Our minds create worlds when we dream. While we're in those worlds, those dream constructs, we can't tell the difference between that invented world and the real world. So, empirically, matter can literally be something we dream up. What is the real world? Did someone with a sufficiently powerful mind dream it into existence? Who has the mind for the job? Was creation a dream event, a dream invention? God alone existed. And then out of nothing, he dreamt up creation. He created the universe using the light of his mind, the light of dreaming. Genesis says, "In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Now the earth was formless and empty. Darkness was over the surface of the deep, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the waters. And God said, 'Let there be light,' and there was light. God saw that the light was good, and he separated the light from the darkness." Should Genesis have said, "In the beginning the Spirit of God was hovering over the formless and empty. Darkness was over the surface of the deep, the bottomless abyss of nothing. God then said, 'Let there be light,' and there was light. God saw that the light was good, and he separated the light from the darkness and made forms and shapes and filled the emptiness. God dreamt the heavens and the earth into existence, and dreamt Adam and Eve into existence as the first human souls to populate his dream. God wanted to have the best dream of all, and this is it. All is for the best in the best of all possible dreams." Codex Sigma 7, they step forward. They want answers. First, they must ask questions. Are they worthy of the answers? It is one thing to ask a question, another to understand it. Question: did God physically create? Answer: How could God physically create? He didn't use his hands, did he? He has no hands. He has no body. He is pure mind. God is not some physical sculptor physically molding pre-existing clay, matter. Therefore, there are no physical processes and no physical substance. God did not physically create. There is no physical creation. All creation is mental. To say that God created the world out of nothing is to misspeak. What is meant is that God made the world out of nothing external to him. He made it out of the only thing available to him, his own thoughts, the light of reason, and the world exists strictly within his divine mind. There is nothing external to God's mind. Creation is an internal mental event, not an external physical event. Creation is not separate from God. Creation is in God's mind, created by his own mind, exactly as we create in our minds when we dream, as above, so below, as outside, so inside. God has no body other than the one he dreams for himself to place in his dream. God's home in the dream is called the Empyrean. Question: so creation is God's dream? Answer: naturally. Question: why do you say naturally? Answer: what do you do when you sleep? You dream, and in your dream you create a world, the dream world. You create souls, characters, to populate that dream world of yours. And that's exactly what God did at creation. He dreamt a world into existence and populated it with souls, subjects and objects, matter, including material bodies for souls to objectively control and subjectively experience. You know all this because you are made in God's image. You do what God does, but on a smaller scale, and with all your errors and imperfections. While you are awake, you interact with God's objective dream. While you are asleep, you invent your own subjective dream world and dream souls. God doesn't sleep. He doesn't need sleep. He consciously created the universe while fully awake, and he consciously observes his dream creation at all times. God, unsleeping, interacts only with his objective dream, his creation. Humans interact with God's objective dream while they are awake. When they go to sleep, they get to practice being God themselves. They themselves can now act as God, creating material worlds and filling them with souls. But most humans do so unconsciously, with little control. God is permanently lucid in his dream, and humans, to be truly godlike, must become fully lucid. Question: is God in his dream? Answer: God dreamt the universe into existence and everyone in it, but he also dreamt himself into the dream. He is a character in this dream. He has a home in this dream, surrounded by an idyllic scene, a lavish and perfect garden. He calls this Eden, the most beautiful part of the Empyrean. Eden is hidden from the rest of the universe. It has what we might call a firewall, a stealth wall, an invisible shield. It broadcasts no signals. It just looks like empty space. It is protected by elite guards called cherubim. No one has ever broken through into the mind of God, the immediate dream of God, the part of the dream directly surrounding him. Many have even denied that it is possible to break through. The members of the secret society on Earth that wants to hack God's dream and reach his innermost mind, and thus all of his secrets, believe otherwise. They believe that God's whole purpose is to generate more gods and that he wants people to invade his mind and become just like him. They belong to the Church of the Serpent since they believe that the serpent in the Garden of Eden was actually an aspect of God encouraging humanity to become divine. Genesis 3 says, "Now the serpent was more crafty than any of the wild animals the Lord God had made. He said to the woman, 'Did God really say, you must not eat from any tree in the garden?' The woman said to the serpent, 'We may eat fruit from the trees in the garden. But God did say, you must not eat fruit from the tree that is in the middle of the garden, and you must not touch it, or you will die.' 'You will not certainly die,' the serpent said to the woman. 'For God knows that when you eat from it, your eyes will be opened, and you will be like God, knowing good and evil.' When the woman saw that the fruit of the tree was good for food and pleasing to the eye, and also desirable for gaining wisdom, she took some and ate it. She also gave some to her husband, who was with her, and he ate it. Then the eyes of both of them were opened. The members of the secret society believe that they are the wise ones with open eyes who take what God forbids in order to be the equals of God. And they believe that this is his true intention. How can you be a god worthy of God unless you defy God? Those that kneel to God and worship God cannot be gods. Those who do not eat of the forbidden tree of knowledge will never gain the knowledge to become God. They have counted themselves out of the game by being so obedient. Question: Adam and Eve lived in Eden, didn't they? Was it the same Eden? Answer: there are two theories. One theory says that they were in God's perfect dream space and then were cast out when they fell. Another theory says that God recreated Eden on earth, and it was from that second Eden that Adam and Eve were expelled. According to this theory, Eden still exists on earth, but, like God's home, is behind an invisible wall. No one knows it's there, and protected by cherubim with fiery swords should anyone get near. The trees of knowledge and life still exist in Eden on earth. Some even claim that UFOs come from this hidden Eden. They are special dream craft. Question: you are absolutely saying that God dreamt the world into existence and our existence is a dream, a divine dream? Answer: correct. Some people have imagined God as a kind of magician conjuring the world into existence by a spell. Some have imagined him as a sculptor fashioning pre-existing clay. Some have imagined him as a namer, i.e., he simply names things and they then magically appear. He converts words into objects. In fact, what is the quickest way to create a world? Using a technique that is familiar to each and every one of us. It's to dream it into existence. It's done effortlessly. It's our unconscious mind that makes a dream world and characters to populate it. But if we can become lucid in our dream, we can command our unconscious to create exactly the sort of dream we want. God is maximally lucid in his dreams, and his mind is maximally infinitely powerful, which means that he can create a permanent, objective universe and permanent souls in his dreams. Dreams are things of the most extraordinary power. They are not taken seriously by science because it does not know how to observe, study, define, and understand them. Dreams are the exact location of science's total absence of knowledge. Question: can humans have dreams that affect reality? Answer: absolutely. Some people are dream makers, dream adjusters. The famous King Solomon conjured dream demons to build his marvelous temple. He used a magic ring engraved with the pentagram, given to him by Michael the Archangel, to control the demon Asmodeus and his army of demons and turn them into exemplary temple builders capable of perfection. Question: can we overcome the laws of physics? Answer: the laws of physics are the default rules for God's objective dream. But anyone who understands the laws of dreams well enough can override the laws of physics. They can hack the system. They can perform magic and miracles. The laws of physics are defaults, meaning that they will definitely apply unless you know how to overcome them. Most people don't, so the laws of physics always apply to them. Magicians do know how to change the laws. Spells are their hacks for changing dream reality. A basic dream hack is to cast a spell to make it rain. And this is, of course, an extremely impressive spell in habitually sunny countries where it rarely rains. Question: can you admit me to your secret society? Answer: only if you are worthy. Are you? Where is your proof of your worthiness? What tests and ordeals have you undergone and survived? Have you endured the Chapel Perilous? Have you searched the wasteland? Have you discovered the Grail questions? Any may apply. Whether they will be accepted is a very different matter.